So this is our balance sheet. HP Limited. As on 31st March 2000. Now the first heading is equity and liabilities. Under equity and liabilities, the first item is shareholders fund.
Yes.
And in shareholder fund, the first item is share capital. Then the second item is reserve and surplus.
So we're supposed to write all this?
Not all, but yes, the items which is given in the question, you have to write in the heading or subheading related to that item.
Okay.
Like equity share capital and preference share capital. These two will go in share capital. So we will write, let's say note number 1. It is 30 lakh. Then there is fixed cost at fixed assets at cost, accumulated depreciation, investment, current liabilities, 12% debenture, workman compensation reserve. It will go in reserve. Then there is surplus balance in the statement of profit and loss. This will also go in reserve and surplus. Yes, these two items, 1 lakh and 3 lakh. So 4 lakh. It is in reserve and surplus. After this, we will prepare the second heading, which is non-current liabilities. Okay, now under non-current liabilities, there is 4 subheading. One is long-term borrowing. So the first long-term borrowing will be written under this. Long-term loan debentures are written long-term borrowing. Then there is yes, debenture is here.
Yes.
Sundry debtors will go in current assets, stock will go in current assets, cash, loan and advances will go in current assets. Provision for taxation. This is short-term provision. Okay, so there is only one item in long-term borrowing, which is 6 lakh. There is no short long-term provision. So we will write the third item, current liabilities. Now under current liabilities, there is short-term borrowing and then trade payable. Short-term
Yes.
borrowing is not given in the question. There is no short-term borrowing. So trade payable, is there any trade payable? Current liabilities is given 8 lakh. We will write it in other current liabilities.
Okay.
Actually, current liabilities, the main part of current liability is trade payable. The main subheading under current liabilities is trade payable, and this is short-term provision. So there is 2 items. We will write short-term provision. It is 2 lakh. And this current liability, actually there is no classification like current liabilities. So we can write it in trade payable or we can write it in other current liabilities. So I'm writing it in other current liabilities. It is 8 lakh. our liability side is complete.
Okay, yes.
Now the asset side, the second heading, assets. Now under assets, the first item is non-current assets. Under non-current assets, the first item is property, plant and equipment. And intangible assets. Actually, it is called fixed assets in the previous books, but now it is this. So property, plant and equipment. Now it is given fixed assets 4660 and accumulated depreciation 1660. So this will go in property, plant and equipment, fixed assets.
Yeah.
So property, plant and equipment. Now we have to deduct the depreciation from the cost. So it will be 30 lakh. 30 lakh will be on the in the amount. Okay.
Why will it be 30 lakh?
Because this 46 lakh, we have purchased our fixed assets at this price, 46 lakh 60,000. But over the year, we have charged some depreciation. And what we do with the depreciation?
Oh, we minus.
We deduct it from the asset. Yes.
Yes.
So 16 lakh 60,000 is the accumulated depreciation over the years, like 4-year, 5-year, 10-year, whatever. So it is given. Here is not given. So that's why I'm saying just 5 to 6 years, assuming. So over the year, it is 16 lakh 60,000. So it will be deducted from the cost of fixed assets.
Yes.
And it is clearly mentioned that it is at cost.
Oh, okay.
So 46 lakh 60,000 minus 16 lakh 60,000. Okay.
Okay.
So our equity share capital, 12% preferential capital, fixed assets, accumulated depreciation, investment. There is no mention of this. So we will write non-current investment. Non-current investment. It is 1 lakh or 4 lakhs. 4 lakh. Then current liabilities we have covered 12% debenture, workman compensation reserve, surplus, profit and loss, stock, yes. The stock, sundry debtors, cash and loan and advances. Now we will write second item, current assets. In current assets, the first item is inventory, then trade receivable, then inventory is 6 lakh, trade receivable means sundry debtors, it is 8 lakh. Then short-term loan and advances. It is 50,000. Now the problem in this loan and advances that it can be a liability, it can be an asset. It is not mentioned here that it is a liability or assets. Okay. So
Okay.
I'm taking loan and advances because the same thing is written on the asset side. Loan is liability, but loan and advances is asset for the company and it is clearly written in the asset side. So I'm assuming it as asset. Now,
Okay.
in asset also, there is two type of loan and advances. One is long term, the second is short. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
So long term loan and advances, short term. How we can decide this? There is no information. So I'm just assuming the amount is very low. That's why I'm assuming it to be short term.
Okay.
So there are some assumptions you have to make, because without these assumptions, you cannot write these items. Provision for taxation, we have covered. After this, there is cash and cash equivalent. It is 1,50,000. Now we will calculate the total. It will be 30, 34, 40.
Can you give me a minute? Just a minute.
Yes, I'm calculating the total. Thirty, 34, 40, 48, 49, 50.
Yes.
So the total of both sides is 50 lakh. Actually, our format is very short.
So we calculated all this and we got 50 lakh.
Yes, we have calculated total on the both side, and both sides should match. This is the concept of balance sheet, that asset and liability should match.
Okay.
So from the liability side, there is total 50 lakh. On the asset side, there is total 50 lakh. Clear? Now, one more
Yes.
thing. This is the balance sheet, but after this, there are some calculation that we have to do. This calculation is to be done in notes to account. It is part of financial statement.
Okay.
Okay, because some items are single, but in some of the item we have added two amounts. So let me show you how to do this. Notes to account, serial number. And then this is called notes to account. There is two amount, one for calculation purpose and the second is for final amount. Now, the first notes to account, first number I have given to share capital. So I will write here serial number 1, share capital. Actually, first we calculate the amount here in notes to account, then the final amount is written there. But I have done the calculation in my mind, so I have not prepared it. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So if the calculation is difficult, then you should prepare notes to account first, and then the final amount will be written in balance sheet. So in share capital, there is equity share capital, 20 lakh.
Yes.
And then preference share capital, 10 lakh. Preferential capital, 12% actually. 12% preferential capital. So 20 lakh plus 10 lakh. It is
30
30.
lakh.
Or you can write this final. Actually, there is only two. You can write this here, final amount column. Because after this, we have
Okay.
to close this. Now the second, number two. Number two, we have assigned to reserve and surplus. So reserve and surplus. In reserve and surplus also there is two amount: workman compensation reserve. Workman compensation reserve, I'm writing in shorts, but you don't have to do it. You have to write the full workman compensation reserve. The amount is 1 lakh for workman compensation reserve. And then there is balance in statement of profit and loss. So the statement of profit and loss. It is 3 lakh. So the final amount is 4 lakh. This is written in reserve and surplus here.
Yes, it is.
Okay. In long-term borrowing, there is only one item. That's why there is no notes required. 6 lakh. 6 lakh. Short-term provision, there is only one item. No notes required.
Okay.
Current liabilities, 8 lakh. No notes required. So all these, there is no notes. Now, property, plant, and equipment. We will give note number 3 to this. Note number 3. Property, plant, and equipment. Now, the fixed assets is 46 lakh 60,000 and minus accumulated depreciation. It is 16 lakh 60,000. So the final amount is 30 lakh. Now, if someone sees this 30 lakh, then he will not understand how we got this 30 lakh. But when he see this notes to account, then he will understand.
Okay.
So that's why we prepare notes to account. After this, there is no other item where we have added something. So that's it. This is the notes to account. Is this clear?
Yes.
Okay. So now, do you have any confusion?
No. So like we're supposed to make notes to account as well. It's compulsory.
Yes, obviously, because calculation is not done inside the balance sheet. You have seen this. I have not done any calculation here. You cannot write.
Yes.
Actually, at the time of financial statement of proprietorship, if there are 3-4 items, then what we have done like this: long-term borrowing. We write like 5 lakh plus 1 lakh. We have done this, and then
Yes.
write the final. But you cannot do this here.
Okay.
The presentation should be neat and clean. There is no calculation inside the balance sheet. That's why these calculations will be done in notes to account. You can see notes to account as working, and working should form part of your answer.
Okay.
Actually, you don't have to prepare all the notes. There are
Okay.
short calculation. You don't have to do that. But for confusing items, you have to prepare the notes.
So like suppose there's only one item, like 12% debenture was there. So we did not include it.
Now think about it. It is long-term borrowing. Okay.
Yes.
If you have not studied the financial statement, then how can you decide that 12% debenture is written in long-term borrowing? If
I
you
didn't
have
get
not
you.
studied the topic, then I think you'll not be able to find out. Yes.
Yes.
So that's why we need to prepare notes to account. We will write like long-term borrowing, and then below that we'll write 12% debenture. Then anyone who will see your balance sheet will come to this notes to account and understand that where this amount comes from.
Okay.
So that's why notes to account is compulsory, necessary.
Okay.
Now you have one more question in your mind, that if we prepare notes to account, then it will take too much time.
Okay.
Yes.
Can I do it as a
Thinking
homework?
like
I'll
this?
give it a try.
No. I'm saying that if you have to prepare notes to account, it comes to
Yeah.
your mind that if you have to prepare notes to account, then it will take too much time.
No, I just got confused that if it's compulsory or not.
Yes, it is compulsory. So generally, if full-fledged question of this financial statement will be asked, it will be of higher marks, not 2-3 marks question.
Okay.
So that's why at least 1 or 2 pages is needed to solve these type of questions. Okay. Any other doubt you have?
No.
So this is our the statement of profit and loss and balance sheet. And if you don't have any doubt, then we will start a new topic.
Okay, we will start a new topic.
Okay, so we will start the ratio chapter, because actually there is analysis of financial statement also in between, but I have the information that in your
Yes,
school
we start ratio because it's
they
really
have started.
complicated.
Okay, so accounting ratio. Okay, some students have already learned this ratio type portion, not accounting ratio, but ratio type portion in 9th, 10th also. So do you have any idea about what is the ratio? And we have done, actually you have already started it in your school.
Yes, I did.
So there is no confusion about this 9th, 10th. You don't have to start from here. Okay. So accounting ratio means it is a technique to establish a relationship between two data. I'm
Okay.
uh, I'm describing simple ratio, not accounting ratio. So any two
Okay.
data, if we want to establish a relationship between two persons also, then we have to use the ratio. Like we have done this before also in percentage.
Yes.
In percentage, uh, percentage means like 10%, 20%, 30%, like this. Then this is called ratio, where we present data like 3:1, 5:3, like this. Then there is multiples of, like 3 times, 5 times.
Yes.
Okay. You understand Hindi?
Yes, I do.
Yes. Okay. Actually, sometimes there are some examples which is better presented in Hindi. So,
Yes. I was a Hindi student. I took Hindi, so
okay.
I know.
So, whenever we, let's say, for comparing two set of data, we have used these type of wordings like percentage, ratio, or multiple of. So we say that चीता हमसे 5 गुना तेज दौड़ता है. Yes.
Okay. Yes.
Yes. So this is what we are comparing with. We are comparing our speed with that animal speed. So that is times. But when we say ratio, generally it is used in a documented manner, only in the books or notebooks. We never used this in our real life. We cannot say that height of these two person is 5:3. No, we cannot say that. We cannot say that height of that person is 50% of the other person height. We
Yes.
use some other type of information, like वो उससे दुगना लंबा है, वो उससे
Yes,
4 गुना
yes,
मोटा है. So we
yes.
can say these type of words we use mainly time factor in our real life. Now,
O-
percentage is used for profit purpose mainly, or interest. We have used interest percentage all the time, like simple interest, compound interest. We have used this percentage, but not this type of ratio. Okay. So when you use ratio to compare two accounting data, like sale with the purchase, sale with the profit, profit with the capital, expenses with the sales, and sales with the assets. So all these comparison, if we are doing using the ratio technique, then it is called accounting ratio. So now
Okay.
the name is changed to accounting ratios. If we use this technique in accounting, then it is accounting ratio, or you can say ratio analysis. Sometimes this chapter name in some of the book is a ratio analysis.
Okay.
Is it part of analysis? So that's why it is called ratio analysis. Now I will share a PowerPoint presentation. So accounting ratio. Now in this chapter, we have to study these things, meaning of ratio, which I have already explained now. What is the meaning of ratio and accounting ratio? Expression of ratio, types of ratio, and then these are the types. So first is definition. The ratio is an arithmetical expression. Generally, we use this in mathematics. So ratio is an arithmetical expression of relationship between two relative data. When it is used to express relationship between accounting data, it is called a ratio. Now, what does it mean by relative data? Means if you're comparing two things, it should be similar in some of the some part of it is similar. Like if we are comparing one person height, then we have to take another person height. If we have to compare one person fat, then we have to take another person fat. You cannot compare the height of one person with the fat of another person. Yes,
Yes.
you cannot compare your English marks with other student mathematics marks.
Yes.
Okay. So if you want to compare the data, at least there should be some similarity. Then you can compare it. Like if you are comparing your English subject number or mathematics number, then you have to compare the other students' mathematics number or English number if you are comparing English. Okay. So
Okay.
English is similar, mathematics is similar. That's why you can compare it. So now you can compare your own data, own English number with your own mathematics number, because there is one similarity, that is you. Both of these number is related to you. It's your marks. So that's why
Okay.
you can compare your own English marks with mathematics, but you cannot compare your own English marks with another student mathematics marks. So that is how it works. That's why it is written relative data. It is very important. The data should be similar in any manner.
Okay.
So two relative data, when it is used to express relationship between accounting ratio, it is called accounting ratio. Now, what are the advantages of the ratio? Helps in analysis of financial statement. Yes, it is part of tools for analysis. So that's why it will help you to analyze the financial statement. Now, what we are analyzing? So we analyze the profitability of the company, capacity of company to earn profit, capacity or ability to of a company to pay its liabilities. Okay, performance
Okay.
of companies, like activities that companies performing. So all these things we analyze. So that's why it helps in analysis of financial statement. The second is simplifies accounting data. Now the problem is when you show the statement of profit and loss and balance sheet to someone, they will not easily understand the data. So what we are doing here, we are simplifying data. Like if you say to someone that our gross profit is this, net profit is this, and our sale is this, then they don't have any idea about all these things. They don't understand
Yes.
your this gross profit and net profit concept. But when you say that we are earning 20% profit on our sales, then they will understand.
Okay.
If you say that we are earning 10% on the capital employed, like invested amount, then they will understand. They will not understand if you show them your profit and the money invested. But when you present it in percentage form, then they will understand.
Okay.
Okay, so this is how accounting ratio simplifies accounting data, because you have the idea of accounting, I have the idea of accounting. But what if you don't know anything about accounting? Then will you understand the financial statement?
No.
No. But when I say that profit is this much percentage, return is this much percentage, then you'll understand.
Yes.
So that is why it simplifies accounting data so that anybody can understand. The third is useful in forecasting. Now, in accounting, we use many forecasting, means we estimate the future values that is going to happen. Like in depreciation chapter, there is a concept of a scrap value, if you remember.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, what is a scrap value? Can you tell me? If you don't remember, then I will explain. No issue.
No, no, I remember.
Okay, tell me then.
Like, like when a machinery or something is used and then it'll be disposed or something, then it's like
It is fully
value.
used,
Yeah, yeah, fully used.
means there is no use of these machinery. So we sell it as a scrap.
Yes,
Okay.
like trash or something. Not trash, basically like what do
Actually,
you say?
किलो के भाव में बेच देते हैं.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And there's what do you
Yes.
say? I forgot.
Yes. So that is what it is called, scrap, kabadi.
Yeah, okay, yes, Kawadi, yes.
Okay. So useful in forecasting means like this is scrap value. We are estimating. At the time of calculating depreciation, you use this scrap value. Like uh, in the beginning, the price of the machine is 5 lakh. And we estimate that after 5 years, if we sell it, then we will get 50,000 as scrap value. So this is estimation. After 5 years, how much amount you will receive from sale of these machinery in scrap, you don't know about it. What will be the steel price? What will be the iron price? What will be the copper price? You don't know about it. Okay, you know about current data, and on the basis of that, you estimate that in future you will receive this much amount. So this is estimation. This is forecasting. Yes.
Yes.
Also, you take a useful life of an asset in calculation of depreciation.
Yes.
So useful life means for how much time we can use this machinery, for how much time we can use uh, any other assets. So this is also forecasting. So ratio helps you in forecasting also. There are certain
Okay.
ratio which will tell you that how your business will grow. Okay. So on the basis of past data, on the basis of current data, you can forecast your future.
Okay.
Like if you understand reasoning, then there is a concept of number series.
Oh, yes.
If I say like this, can you tell me the next number? What will be the next
15.
number? 15.
15.
How we have decided that? Because difference between these two is 4 and difference between these two is also 4. So that's why 11 plus 4, 15. Yes.
Yes.
So on the basis of past data, we have forecasted this. That is correct. But yes, we have forecasted it. Yes.
Yes.
So that's how our ratio uses the past data and current data to forecast future. Next is helps management in decision making. Obviously, for every decision you have to take, you need some information. If you, simple example, I'm giving you one simple example, which you already use. When you have to reach from somewhere to some other place, then there is three ways to reach there, and you choose any one of them. So
Yes.
you choose on the basis of some information. Let's say there is three roads to go at the same place. Now we choose the second road, not the first and third, because the first road is very broken type, and the third road is very like there is no people movement on that road. So that's why we will choose road number 2. Okay.
Yes.
Now
Okay.
there is no people movement on the third road, and there is very broken road in the first. This is the information you have, and on the basis of these two information, you are using the second.
Okay.
So that is how we take decisions. We have information, and on the basis of information, we do things, we take decisions. So management also get some information from accounting ratio, and then on the basis of these, not only accounting ratio, there are certain other methods also to get some information, and they get these information, and on the basis of these information, they take decisions. Okay.
Okay.
Like increasing the salary of any good employee, uh, removing, dismissing an employee from your business. So all these are done on the basis of information, because he has the information that employee is performing good or that employee is performing bad. So this is how they take decisions. Okay.
Okay.
Now, how our you want to write these?
Sure, I will write it because I did not write it.
Okay. So please write this and tell me when you have completed. Actually, in our area, there is very high temperature now. It is 40, 41 degree now.
Wow.
Wow,
Oh,
it is very difficult now.
it's peak summer there. Then it'll start raining.
Actually, it is just started. Peak summer means May, full May and June. But it is starting time. It is 40 degree, means it can go to 45, 46, whatever.
It'll be the same here, but like it'll be June or no, it'll be in July, August, and all that. For
What
now,
is the maximum temperature there?
now it's 34, so I think
No, not now, but in peak summer.
it goes till 42, 45. Yeah.
Then same
Where do
situation.
you live? Like which city?
What?
Where do you live? Which city do you live in?
Actually, before I was in Delhi, but now I'm from Bihar. Actually, I moved to
Oh,
the place, my native place.
okay.
I was living in Delhi actually from past 10 years. I was doing CA.
Okay. Nice.
Actually, you have also decided that what will we do. Yes, we have discussed this.
No, we did not.
Okay, so what is your plan then?
I don't know. I think it's most probably here only. I'll be studying here in Saudi Arabia only.
No, Saudi Arabia, but what you will study in future, what you will do,
It will be related to finance probably. Still confused.
but you have to decide at this time because after
Yes,
this, you don't have enough time to choose. So this is the phase where you have to choose this. Actually,
yes.
there are many options, good options.
I thought of CA too, but I don't think I will be able to do it.
That is very difficult. But if you focus on study only, nothing else, then you can clear that.
How long did it take for you to clear?
Actually, it is 8, 9 years. The time period is only 5 years. But yes, it takes time. That is very difficult. Some students actually leave in between. Most of
Yeah,
students.
I would be one of them.
So actually, you have better options in banking sector, and actually, not only chartered accountancy, but there are similar type of
Yes, yeah, I've heard.
things. Company secretary and cost accountant. You can perform any of these. These are actually comparatively easy than chartered.
What about ACCA? I don't know. People have been telling me about it, and my dad wanted me to do it too, but I'm not sure.
That is also related to finance also, but ACCA is from, I think, it is a private institution course.
Yes, yes, it's a private. You're supposed to do it from like a institute. Yes.
That is CPA, actually American CPA, if you US CPA, and CMA of England, Britain,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
UK now. So there are many courses related to chartered accounting. So every countries country have their own courses like this. You can also do the investment banking option. That is very popular choice between students now.
Wow, I think I
Full of
should research about it.
full of money, investment banking.
I'm done
Okay,
writing.
done.
Yes.
Okay. So after this, how the ratio can be expressed. So actually, we have already discussed that ratio can be expressed in percentage form, or ratio form, multiple form. So that is the same thing, expression of a ratio. So pure ratio, you should write the examples with the name also. Pure ratio means like 3:1, 5:3, like this. Percentage form means 10%, 15%. Times means 5 times, 2 times. So this is how we can express our ratio. And then there is types of ratio. So these four are the main ratio that we are going to study in this whole chapter: liquidity ratio, solvency ratio, activity ratio, and profitability ratio. First, write this, then I will explain the uh, basics of these ratio, and
Okay.
we will continue in the next class in detail.
Okay.
Please write this, that then I will explain the basics.
I'm done writing.
Okay, so now types of ratio. Liquidity ratio. Liquidity ratio tell you about the liquid position of a company. Means how much uh, how much cash they actually have right now, or how much cash they can get within 10 to 15 days. That is the liquidity ratio. So liquidity ratio tell you about a company ability to pay its short-term liabilities. There is two types of liabilities, as we have discussed in financial statement: non-current liabilities and current liabilities. In current liabilities also, there is two type of liabilities: a liability which is payable in very few time, very less time, you can say, like 10 days, 15 days, or within 1 to 2 months. After that, there is other liabilities like which will take 6 to 8 months, 12 months. So these are part of current liability. So liquidity ratio only tell us about the ability of a company to pay its short-term liabilities. So there is two ratio actually here: current ratio and liquid ratio, or quick ratio, you can say. So it tell us that how much assets we have which can be easily converted in cash, how much current assets can be easily converted in cash to pay the current liabilities. So
Okay.
liquidity ratio will tell us about this. Solvency ratio, it will tell us that company ability to pay its long-term liabilities. Now, long-term liabilities have two things, two payment things. One is called principal amount, one is called installment. Sorry, interest amount. Both of these together is installment. Okay.
Okay.
So you have to pay some principal, you have to pay some interest. Okay. And combined, you have to pay installment. So company is in good position to pay its long-term liabilities, interest, and their principal amount on regular basis or not. So if your earning is very high, then you can only pay these interest and principal. Otherwise, solvency ratio will be bad, and it will tell us that no, company position is not good. So all the other lenders who has given money to you, or who has invested money in your business, will withdraw their money from your business, and your business will be in bad situation. So this is solvency ratio. The third
Okay.
is activity ratio. Activity ratio tell us about efficiency of a company in performing any actions. Like we are producing goods. So how much time it will take to convert our goods into sales? Okay. So if
Okay.
we are converting very fast our stock into sales, then it is good. Otherwise, your stock will be kept in the go down, and it will not be in good position, like rats and termites, they destroy goods. So that's why that is also the bad situation. Now, how